Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Yusa killed Prime! Oh yeah? What in the actual fuck? Yusa suck! He does suck. Transformers! Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers figure. It's from Transformers Cyberverse. It's the Fusion Flame Hot Rod. Now, I like a good Hot Rod figure, and I don't know if this is a good Hot Rod figure. I guess we'll find out. I found this at my local Walmart here in Greenwood, Indiana. They only had the one up on the shelf. They had him and Soundwave. I went ahead and picked both of them up. They looked interesting and different, so I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have a Fusion Flame Hot Rod in the packaging. And I gotta say, he's kind of a weird looking Transformer. The cardboard on this is very, very thin. It feels very cheap. I'm hoping the figure doesn't feel that way, although the last Cyberverse figures I have reviewed have not been all very impressive. They're really very hit or miss for me. We got some artwork at the top. That looks pretty cool. I definitely dig that. There he is in the package. He is Fusion Flame Hot Rod. Why the flames are going backwards? Why aren't they shooting out? I don't get that. That's kind of weird. It says Transformers on the side. Side of the package has some artwork of the characters. Nothing on that side. Back side of the packaging here shows Hot Rod in his robot mode. There's vehicle mode, which I'm not too terribly a fan of from the start. And then it's got the play gimmick, and it shows the other figures in the line. There's a Soundwave, Bumblebee. There is a Prowl, and I did see him at the store. I didn't pick him up. If he's hanging around next week, I may pick him up. I'm not sure. It looked pretty decent. So yeah, there's the play gimmick, there's Hot Rod in his robot in vehicle mode, and then here are all the other figures in this line, or at least that wave in this line. And well, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Hot Rod out of the box and see what we think. So here we have Hot Rod out of the packaging, and this is, I don't know, he's kind of a mixed bag of nuts for me. I like a lot of things on this figure, but it just feels like a very cheap figure. This feels like a very large McDonald's Happy Meal toy to me. From the quality of the plastic to how loose some of the joints are, it just, this figure could have been fun, but it barely misses the mark. First off and foremost, I gotta say, the little decal, the Autobot logo, and the flames on this translucent plastic right here is amazing. This looks really, really cool, and I wish it was on a better made figure. The flames are over the Autobot logo, which is very cool, just like looks like it's on fire, and I love that. I think it's very nice. I also kind of like the candy apple sheen and gold sheen it's got going on in the plastic. It's very rich and vibrant. I do dig that. All over the figure, everything is very, very bold, to the translucent blue on the windshield, to the heavy-handed yellow paint on the spoiler, and I don't know, that's just kind of fun, and it says Hot Rod to me. Where this figure misses the mark really are in the joints and in the play gimmick. The hip joints seem very, very loose, and I'm afraid this gold plastic over time is going to suffer from GPS, and it's just going to fall apart. The other thing is, he has no elbow joint movement because of the play gimmick, and they missed the mark on the play gimmick to me. So I guess we'll take a look at the articulation on this guy first. His head does move back and forth, which is nice. His arms are on a ball joint. They move up and down, but that's really about it. He has no waist articulation. His legs are on a ball joint. Again, they feel very loose. And he does have a single jointed knee, which is nice, and that's about it. Now the play gimmick on this guy, you pull the arms out, and the flames pop out of his arms like that, and yeah, that's it. That's the play gimmick, which I like the blue flames. I think they would have been better if they were translucent orange flames, but the mark is missed on this because they're coming out the back of the pipes. Why wouldn't you have flames come out the front of the pipes for like a flame attack? I don't get it, and it's I don't know. It just really, really misses the mark to me, and that's a shame. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I really like the super gaudy deep colors on this figure, especially around the chest. That translucent red and the yellow flames tempoed over the Autobot logo looks awesome. The head sculpt is pretty decent. I like how he's got this super thick, yellow, heavy-handed painted spoiler on the back. It just kind of goes with all this like super deep red cherry, red we got going on here. It just, I don't know, there's something about it. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. But it just, oh man, the no articulation in the arms here just kind of drives me nuts. I do like the little lights on his hood though, that looks pretty good. Now looking at the actual close-up of the gimmick pieces here, if I can get this back into focus. Oh man, this totally misses the mark. I like the blue flames, I think that's pretty cool, but I think they're sculpted neat, they look very flamey. Translucent blue, I definitely dig that, but I think that it would have been better served if the forearms popped up with the pipes so that it was something launching out of the pipes. Why they didn't do that, I don't know. And you could have got some articulation out of the arms, so it's just a disappointment to me. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, I do like the fact he's got the pipes on the side of the arms there. That is definitely very cool. The yellow legs look good, but I'm afraid they're going to get GPS from that shiny kind of goldish plastic. He's got the black hands, which is kind of weird, but it's okay, I guess. Again, I like the really deep cherry red going on the figure. The deep translucent blue windshield on the back looks nice. He needs some silver paint apps on his wheels, unfortunately. It's just totally missing that. But overall, I like the basic design. I just don't think it was executed well. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, this is probably one of the more weaker points. The hood just kind of hangs down past his butt, and there's a bunch of gappage on the back of the legs for no real good reason. Again, we need some silver paint apps on the wheels. I do like the silver paint apps on his shins, but I wish there was a little bit more. It just kind of seems like it's drowned out by all the red. Could have used a little more silver paint apps on his feet. Maybe that would have helped out. I don't know. For comparison, here we have a Hot Rod with the Cyberverse Battle Armor Trailer Optimus Prime and the Combiner Wars Hot Rod, and he kind of makes the Hot Rod figure look like Rodimus Prime, to be honest, and I don't know, between these two figures, I do think the Hot Rod figure is better, but even though I'm not a huge fan of the Combiner Wars Hot Rod, he's still better than the Cyberverse guy, even though I really do dig this flame job. I really do. Now, Hot Rod turns into a futuristic sports car. He always has, and this is no different. It's a little bit different than what we're used to in the past, so let's go ahead and transform Hot Rod and see what we think. In his alternate mode, and there's something about this I like, but it's just barely missing the mark, I think, on this front end. If this came down to a point, I would really, really be digging this. It needs some silver paint, I think, on the wheels there, or maybe some gold. That would have been kind of cool. Not too bad in the back, but this whole compartment right here, very different from Hot Rod of what we've seen in the past. And at first, I did not like it at all, but the more that I look at it, I'm really kind of digging it for sure. I wish we didn't have that gap in the front right there. I love the blue painted headlights. The flame effect up front looks good. I adore the translucent blue window, very G1. I like how he's got the mirrors built in up here behind the front hood. Been nice if those were painted. That would have been cool. He's got the little pipes on the side. Again, he needs some paint on his wheels. Love the heavy-handed yellow on the spoiler. That looks pretty good. Not too bad in the back. I mean, they kind of look like vents, but I've seen worse. And it's a very solid vehicle mode. I will give it that. In fact, I think I like the vehicle mode better than I do the robot, because it clamps into place so well. These pieces on the side clamp in really well, as the feet. So, I mean, it's very, very solid in this mode, and this is probably how he's going to get displayed up on the shelf. So is the Transformers Cyberverse Hot Rod a figure that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, this could be a really easy pass for a lot of people, unless you're a Hot Rod completist or you like the Cyberverse line. This figure misses the mark on a lot of points for me in the fact that he loses articulation in the arms. I think the flames would have been better if they would have shot from the actual tailpipes, giving him a flame attack. I think that would have been pretty good. I do love the garish colors on this guy, though. The candy apple red, the kind of gold, the heavy-handed yellow. The blue windshield is gorgeous. I love the flame effect on his chest. I think that is gorgeous. It's just, it's almost there on so many points, and it misses. To be honest, I think the vehicle is a lot better than the robot, and it's very, very dramatically different from what we've seen in any other Hot Rod, and I can see a lot of people complaining about it, but it's so solid when it snaps together, and there's something about all those angles that I really do like. I just wish the front had like a pointed front end to complete it out, and that would have been a great vehicle mode for me. So yeah, maybe if he's on sale, he's just kind of there. So there he is, Hot Rod from Transformers Cyberverse.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.